مشاهدينا الكرام، اهلا ومرحبا بكم وحلقه جديده من برنامجكم الاسبوعي افريقيا. مشاهدينا الكرام، دايما برنامج افريقيا بيحرص على ان يستضيف كثير من الشخصيات الافريقيه اللي بتبقى اوير اكتر بالمشاكل القاره الافريقيه، ويمكن دايما بنسال ان يعني القاره الافريقيه هي اكثر حظا من قرى العالم القديم او الجديد ايضا في الاصابه بفيروس كورونا، وده ليه اسباب. الحقيقه النهارده معايا في ضيافتي في برنامج افريقيا مستر جوناس نازريت، جورناليست صحفي، كاتب صحفي. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
First, I want to ask you about Africa. Is it lucky continent because it's no infection of corona? That's right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Corona is a pathology deadly. So people dying for that virus is starting for China. Fortunately, China has the capacity to solve the situation. By the way, some people, tourists, for example, businessmen, they went to China, he get this virus and spread up out around of the world. As examples, Europe is the country most infected. Also in America is America also is a lot of infected of virus. A lot of people dying, like I said, and the world is united itself to fight against invisible enemy. Why invisible enemy? Because we can see the virus is everywhere, and anyone can get the virus. So when people get the virus, you have a lot of disease of health. We can breathe. Is a lot of damage. Still going to die. So we are all afraid of that coronavirus, and we have to do something. First of all, the government get the prevention to the people before the vaccine will be found. Mainly, we have to stand at home as a quarantine. The way and the virus can spread around of the world. Unfortunately, Africa started to have some case. Well, Egypt is the most deadly country of virus. 14 dead is a big number. And also South Africa is the most infected country in Africa, but only 2 deaths. So anyway, day by day, this number is growing, and we are all afraid.
What country have the due deaths?
Only 2 deaths, and more than 1,000 infected. So it's a situation in South Africa. Also in other countries like Angola, they have 7 cases and 2 deaths. So we don't know how we have to do. We have to keep in quarantine, preventing the virus to be spread up around the people. That is the first thing. When finally a country found a vaccine, maybe will be the way to solve that situation. So in this case, we know Africa is the poorest continent and they face all difficulties in the world. In this case, in fact, you have no way to fix it. We hope that another country like China, example, or America, it can help us to fight this disease.
Excuse me, Jonas. First, Jonas اتكلم عن وضع العام لفيروس كورونا، ان هو فيروس بدأ من الصين وبدأ ينتشر عن طريق السياحة. أنا هقول اللي قاله بشكل مختصر. وبدأ عن طريق السياحة ينتشر في كل دول العالم. هو قال ان شراسة هذا الفيروس ان الانسان مش شايفه، فبالتالي بيصاب بيه من طريق العدوى، وقال ان هو بينتشر بشكل فظيع خاصة لو ما بناخدش بريفنتيشن اللي هي الاجراءات الوقاية والمنع. قال لك بالنسبة لدول العالم وبينتشر بشكل رهيب جدا وبيعمل دامج، بيعمل خسائر كبيرة جدا في الصحة، فبالتالي بيؤدي في النهاية الى الموت، ودي خطورته الرهيبة. أما بالنسبة للقارة الإفريقية فهي أكثر حظا من قرى العالم الجديد أو القديم لطبيعتها. يمكن مصر هي أكثر دولة فعلا فيها عدد مصابين، ويعني وعدد مثلا مش عايزة أقف بالظبط على الأرقام اللي قالها جونس لأن كل شوية الأرقام بتتغير، ولكن كمان بنقول بعد مصر جنوب أفريقيا فيها حالات، يمكن مذكر في حالتين وفاة و1000 حالة مصابة. طبعا هو بيرجع دايما لانتشار فيروس كورونا الى التورستس اللي هي السياح، ودايما الايه التنقل بين الدول. يمكن ده بيعزز كلام جونس ان الدول اغلقت الطيران بينها وبين بعضها علشان خاطر مدى انتشار فيروس كورونا. So we talk about virus corona. We not want to talk about virus corona anymore. We want to talk about the challenges in Africa, problems in Africa. When you get a chance, you are from Angola, to talk with us about the major problems in Africa. First, let us talk about poverty. Do you think that poverty is one of the challenge in the progress in Africa?
Yeah, by the way, Corona I come to put it up some insufficiency of our continent. For example, sanitary third case, we have a lot of difficulties to fast off. For example, we have no water, we have no well conditions for hygienic sanitary hygiene with the people. So that's Corona come by that way. Will be difficult to face this virus with all difficulty. For example, doctors say we have to wash your hands as often. If you have no water, we have to do. That's the situation. So it comes to show us our weakness, and we have to fast off. So when we get out of this fight against corona, we have to learn a lot of things. For example, the water, electricity for most of African countries. So, in this case, I want to say we have to raise up our economy. Our economy still have a lot of difficulties to rise up because we have not enough dons. We have not enough use our source to ourselves. So agriculture industrialized is the way. Some little countries, some countries is doing, but I wish that all of Africa, we should invest in agriculture. With agriculture, we can have industry, manufacturing. So first of all, the agriculture, the products go to manufacturing. That's the way the economy grow. Without that will be quite difficult.
الحقيقه بيقول برضه هو أتت في جزء ايضا في كورونا، قال لك ان كورونا بالنسبه للقاره الافريقيه هم ما يقدروش يسيطروا عليها لان ما فيش الامكانيات، لان ما فيش عندهم بيقول لك لازم غسل ايدين او كده، ما فيش كميه المياه اللي ممكن يستهلكوها بالشكل ده بشكل دائم. عمليه ان هم يواجهوا مرض زي ده مش متاحه عندهم، يمكن ده من حظهم. لكن هو هنا بيكلمنا عن البوفرتي اللي هو الفقر اللي موجود في الدول الافريقيه. الدول الافريقيه قائمه على سيستم معين، هي ان الزراعه بتاخد منها المنتجات، فالمنتجات تروح للمصانع يبدا تصنيعها. من غير السيستم ده اللي يكون موجود في افريقيا، ده الايكونومي بتاعها، ده الاقتصاد اللي ممكن يكون قائم في الدول الافريقيه. خليني يعني I want to talk about employment. There is a problem in Africa in general. Employment or is two sides, employment and the population growth.
Yeah, like I said before, with the industry, the African countries have more industry. We can have more employees. Without that, we still have a big number of unemployees and families without revenue, and all this is make the people and the poverty and the very hard situation. So our leaders is we claim for our leaders to have a consciousness that the future only can be bright if we work together. We work together to provide more employees and to more people working, more revenues to support themselves. That's the way it's supposed to be.
What about investment, Jonas?
Is investment. We are all programmed from long time. African leader have a lot of meetings, the conference, but we still not enough for us. Still not enough because in practice we see almost nothing. Exodus of young boys decided to exit to Europe. We found a better life. All because our country is still poor and they have no the basic sanitaries, basic to people can stand and the medium situation. That's the Africa still get these problems. We need to solve as soon as possible. Otherwise, we still balance and down and down.
Yes. الحقيقة جوناس بيقول بالنسبة للامبلويمنت والبولوشن جروس اللي هو البطالة والزيادة السكاني، هو عندهم مشكلة في البطالة، بالرغم ان ممكن يبقى فيه عمل لكن كل أسرة بيبقى فيها لازم عدد من البطالة. بالنسبة لي لازم نتكاتف لننهي موضوع البطاله ويبقى في عمل. وبالرغم من لما كلمته عن الانفستمنت الاستثمار، قال لي بالرغم ان حصلت مؤتمرات كتير وكتير، احنا ما زلنا محتاجين اكتر، لان الوضع في القاره الافريقيه محتاج لاكثر من كده مؤتمرات وعمل بالنسبه للاستثمار. خليني اتكلم في the last thing جونس، وهي insecurity. There is an insecurity. There are no investments. There are no jobs. Yes.
Yeah, that's it's not funny, but sometimes the question you just come like that to make me a
Yes.
little funny. But as I say, is insecurity, is no stability, or this ministry still weak, and many branch. Education have to be attended. To more people education, to have a capacity and the human source available to face our situation. For example, is coronavirus just come? It's the health, Ministry of Health, and the doctors you have to fund the vaccine or the antidote to face this corona, but it's not the case. First of all, because we have no money. We have no money is a constraint because our continent is rich in source. That's the paradox. We have to think about it. Ourselves, you cannot yet explore our mineral source. Why? Because we have not enough human source capacity to do that. Still, strangers, doctors, engineers come from Europe, from America, doing that.
Yes.
We have to change. We have to change that.
Yes.
We have to explore for ourselves, for our benefits. The riches have to be for African themselves. The continent is so big, but we still have no well programs to keep standing youth, the youngs in our continent. That's why a lot of youngs is decided to immigrate to the countries have the better life. That's the meaning.
اوكي. اتكلمت عن السكيورتي اللي هو عدم وجود الامن، مفيش امن، فقال لك ان هو مفيش الامن ده، عدم وجود امن ده جاي من نجيد ان مفيش اوضاع مستقره، مفيش education، مفيش تعليم. عندك قاره بتمتلئ بالموارد الطبيعيه ومفيش فلوس ان انت تواجه اي مشكله. عندك لازم الخطط التكنولوجيه بنستوردها من بره. لما بيحصل اي مشكله في اي حاجه بيجيبوا الجينيوس، بيجيبوا الناس اللي هم كوادر في الحاجه دي معينه يصلح لهم الوضع اللي موجود فيه. ما عندكش تنميه بشريه. التنميه البشريه دي مهمه جدا، فانت ما عندكش مقومات معينه ان انت تمنع بيها الانسكيورتي اللي موجود ده، وده بيعتبر تحدي قوي جدا بالنسبه للقاره الافريقيه. مشاهدينا الكرام، بكده نكون وصلنا لنهايه حلقتنا النهارده من برنامجكم الاسبوعي افريقيا، ونوعدكم بلقاء جديد وحلقه جديده في الاسبوع القادم.